I spent the last 3 years in the gym making absolutely no gains by doing these three things. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I fixed all of that and I went from a skinny fat brown goblin to a more jacked and stronger version of myself. Well, the first of the three things is that I was training to mild discomfort. And if you're not like in the gym community at the moment, training to mild discomfort is basically like a meme of someone who has like a mediocre physique who trains to absolute, like they don't go to fail, they just do it until it burns or whatever. That's what I was doing when I was, first started training, right? Because everyone was telling me, train for the pump, you only need to do 4x12, you don't need to go heavy, just get the pump, get the pump. You don't need to do all that. But they were wrong. Because if you want to make gains as quickly as possible and you want bigger muscles, you want to get stronger in the gym, you need to be training to failure. You can't be training to mild discomfort. You need to give your muscles a reason to grow. And you do that by training to failure. Because again, how do muscles get bigger? They get bigger through getting stronger and stronger through progressive overload. And how do you get stronger and stronger? You do it by continuously going to failure and hitting your max limit. You give it by giving your muscles the reason to grow. By going to failure, you then, it's hard to explain. Your strength, and this is your strength, this is your muscle. As your strength goes up, your muscle will follow, just like behind it. Now, your strength is always going to be faster to grow, but your muscles will be second. But again, as you get stronger, your muscles will get bigger and bigger. Because again, strength and muscle growth, they're completely linear. So as one grows, the other one will grow too. The second thing that I was doing too much or wasted my time on was doing too much volume. I want you to think of volume and intensity like a slider. You can only have one, or no. You can't have, imagine you can slide the stuff, right? So intensity is like right here. You move it, increase your intensity, lower it, whatever. Volume, same thing. Increase the volume or lower it. You can't have both at high because no one's strong enough to do that, and if you are, you're just not pushing yourself too much. You can't have them here. You can have one of them here, maybe in the middle. What I've been doing is that my volume has been so high to the point where I've been training to mild discomfort and I'm not making any gains. But also, it's because I'm doing too much junk volume. Like, I had a workout, I'll put it up on screen, where I had like 28 sets for like a upper or a push day. And I was doing so much volume. I was doing like 8 different exercises. And I was doing that workout for like a good 2 years, and I didn't make any gains with that. Because again, you need to give your muscles a reason to grow, and you do that by, again, going through like progressive overload, by giving hypertrophy, and you get bigger by getting stronger in the gym. Now the last point is that my recovery wasn't great. My sleep, I had like sleep apnea, not apnea, it was insomnia. I had sleep or insomnia, and my recovery just wasn't great. I wasn't getting good sleep. I fixed insomnia by, not overthinking too much about my sleep and just letting go. Because at the time, I was like super hyper focused on like, I gotta have everything at S tier, I gotta have everything on point, I gotta make sure everything is perfect. Basically, my sleep was just lacking because of perfectionism. And once I let go of that perfectionism, my sleep got better. It's like one of those things, like, if you stop caring about it, it just gets better, Like, once you stop caring for something, it just comes to you when you don't really need it. But like, hey, you got it anyways, right? So basically, that's how like sleep was for me. Now again, back to all 3 of these points. 2 of these points can be fixed by training to failure with like low volume. Because again, if you want to get bigger and bigger, you need to get stronger and stronger through like compound exercises and like some isolations. You're not gonna, by training to mild discomfort, you're not gonna build any noticeable gains. You're not gonna get stronger because again, you're not really challenging the body to grow. Like, if I bicep curl 20 pounds compared to, I don't know, 30 pounds, and which one do you think is gonna be harder for me? Probably the 31. Right? I have to push myself to failure. Whereas if I just did the 20 pounds, it's like, yeah, 12 reps, get the burn, like, come on. And then the volume. You don't need to do volume. 10 to 20 weekly sets is a lie. You don't need to do any of that. For me, I do like 4, or 8 sets for back a week, and I'm fine. I don't do that many isolations. Like, come on. You don't need to do so much volume to the point where your workouts just end up taking 90 minutes long. And by the way, you can get the bulking protocol first link in the description. And again, for recovery, some people can like fix their sleep or have perfect sleep without ever thinking about it. But if you're like me, trying to perfect everything, again, for your sleep, I would suggest to you is that lay off of your sleep. If you track it, I would suggest to you stop tracking your sleep for like a good month and see what happens. Because when I was overly autistic about tracking every minute detail about my sleep, it only got worse. Because like sometimes like I would sleep, also I would go to sleep at 9 o'clock and wake up at like 5 or 6, and the thing would show me like you slept for 7 hours and 2 minutes. When I'm like, what? Like that's confusing because I went from 9 to 5, and I definitely remember like going to bed 9, and it said I sleep for 7. What the hell? And besides, like majority of them aren't even accurate, so there's no point like meticulously tracking your sleep with a device or an app that has the error of margin of like 30 to maybe 50%. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope this video helped, and again, don't forget the bulking protocol is the first link in the description. The price will be going up after the first 5 people buy it. But yeah, make sure to buy it right now because again, the price is gonna go up. Peace.